Okay, everyone's to another episode of On the Road from Off the Cuff. Today we have a really cool showcase for you from the brand Convoy Company. A little bit about them. They were founded back in 2013 and they are a design studio located in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. They're a small, passionate operation run by Jin and Nina. And essentially, we're going to be looking at some leather wristwatch accessories today. Convoy Company reached out and basically kind of gave me my choice within their shop if there was anything I was interested in. So yeah, these were kind of the pieces. I tried to make it pretty diverse in terms of the materials, the colors, and the actual products so that you guys could get a good idea of what they carry. And I have to say, I am very, very impressed. So with all that said, let's go ahead, zoom the camera out and take a closer look. All right, guys, so we do have quite an array of different pieces here. But what I will do is a quick customary wristwatch check. Today I'm wearing my Baltic Aquascape, and it really kind of, for me, suits the theme here. Very high quality, not necessarily about the brand name or the location. This is something, it's a French brand where they do assembly and they regulate the movements and everything in France. France at one point was really big in horology, but today not necessarily known as much for that. And I'm sure in terms of leather, Kuala Lumpur is probably not the first place you think about for leather goods, but I have to say these products are outstanding. They actually do come in these really nice, well, depending on the size, they come in these nice little baggies here, very clean, very sterile, and nice that it doesn't, not a lot of waste or anything like that. So these are really pretty outstanding. So what we'll do is overall, guys, so there's the various rolls and pouches, and then these really cool work mats, and then some of them are different materials, which will range the cost. But I'll say overall, very high quality considering just I guess regardless of price. The price on these actually isn't too shabby. The cheapest thing here is this single pouch, which is going to be, of course, this beautiful green. Oh my gosh, look at that. Check out the layers there. We'll get into that a little bit, but in terms of like the pricing, this is $80. For some of you, you're like, wow, $80 is just too much for a pouch. For some of you, $80 for a watch strap that's even less material is completely fine. So again, this is going to be a range. I wouldn't say these are the cheapest products, but there's definitely still a lot of bang per buck there. They're far from the most expensive. There are way more expensive options that are out there for every one of these products. And there are probably cheaper options as well. I'd say these are a really good kind of middle range. If you're looking for something definitely on the enthusiast end, very thoughtfully designed. And then of course, something that is, a small operation that really focuses on putting all of the value inside of the product versus the value promoting the product, then I think Convoy could be one you're going to want to look into. So first of all, we'll start with this green leather watch pouch. So basically it's designed to hold one timepiece, and it features a single pocket made of Italian full grain Napa leather lined with Italian waterproof suede, and it basically has an extra layer of backing that extends to the snap on this end, so you can see it's not going to affect or scrape your watch in there, which is really great. Again, it's just thoughtful things like that. And then of course you're getting the insert that is nicely stamped there with the logo, so that you can protect the case back of your watch, which I think is great. So if we were to take this nice Baltic, I could just throw that right there, and there you have it. And I believe they actually do have like a half size version of this. This is a little tall. So of course it gives you a little bit more versatility and whatnot in terms of what you're packing in there, but they do make a smaller one that's about, I believe, half size of this, but it still is gonna just hold one. But man, it works, right? And it looks gorgeous. I mean, the green on here is so deep. And then again, just look at the I know you guys can't feel the quality through here, but I just want to show you something. You can see they're not hiding anything in terms of finishing those edges. You can see the various materials that all come together. Beautifully stitched, guys. Nice and uniform, super plush there. And again, so this is going to be that Napa leather, and it is very, very nice. And then you can see it's not overly simple. If you look, oh, and again, you know, that edge, you can see how gorgeous everything is. They're not hiding anything, they just do it right. There's a lot of high level craftsmanship there. See the stitch back here, look at that, just beautifully done. And then you can see, and again, various layers coming together to create this very nice little pockets. So very, very cool. The next one we can look at is this sweet watch roll over here. We'll put this one off to the side. So right here we have the navy watch roll. This one goes for 120 bucks. Let's take a look. A very cool layout. The one thing I really enjoy about this one is that it does give you a kind of work mat like environment to work on, which is great. And oh, hey, don't forget to protect your case back. Or maybe we'll get a little bit of contrast and put that in there. Look at that, just Instagram ready. And then there's also this extra pocket here for straps. And then of course you have 4 pockets. Very simple closure. You have this little paracord here. And then, you know, very nice on the stiffer side leather here as the keeper, which I think is very, very cool. So this one is designed with, again, really great when it comes to that soft internal, and then here you're actually still getting a very plush external, also very thin. So this isn't going to be the most protective case, but it is going to be, you know, one of the sleekest and I'd say most handsome out of the group here. Check that out. Bam. So essentially you'll take that, you fold it over, so then now anything that's exposed isn't going to be rolled over onto anything else that's harsh, and you just basically half fold it, and then you can kind of do whatever you prefer in terms of securing it, but you can see very quick without even really thinking about it, closes right up. So a little bit about this particular piece here. Of course, you do have the 4 pockets, then the large pocket that spans the width of the roll for extra straps or tools. And then, of course, it also can kind of serve as an extra layer of padding because this is relatively thin. So that extra material is very cool. This is also that Italian full grain Napa leather. And I think it works really great. And then, of course, you do have the braided tether and cord. And another nice thing is you get triple stitching, and that's something that is a common theme that you're going to see throughout when you look at these rolls anyway, because they just kind of go the extra mile every chance possible. So 120, that's not, for me, that's not super expensive for something like this. The level of quality, guys, I mean, it is just immaculate. The finishing on here, just if you're a leather person, you're going to be able to fully appreciate these. But if you're not a leather person and you just enjoy you know, nice quality and whatnot, I think you'll still be able to enjoy. But in terms of enjoying to the fullest levels, I think you're going to kind of have to have some level of appreciation for leather, kind of like with watches, right? You're gonna have to have some additional level of appreciation besides, hey, does it keep the time? Because some people will say, yeah, I'd rather have a you know, a $30 Timex instead, because it does the same thing. So there's a certain extra level of kind of passion and commitment and enthusiasm that you do have to carry into these. The nice thing is it's still not crazy. It's not obscenely priced. Like this is $195, so $200. And this leather is different. This isn't the Napa leather. This is the vegetable tanned Buttero leather. And then it also still does have that suede, that waterproof suede lining, which is great. And for some of you that are wondering, well, why does it need to be waterproof? You know, this is just for sports watches or something in particular. And then also, side note, this one is still pretty stiff because it's not really broken in, because I haven't really heavily used it yet. So this is on the thicker side, and then the nice thing, again, you get the waterproof suede. The reason why that's really great is it means that if you sweat on your stuff or anything like that, it's waterproof. It's not going to be damaged. It's not going to sit there and get bad over time. It's just going to do its job, and it's going to be fine. So it's not because you're going to, you know, take this diving or something like that. It's nice for it to be waterproof because if whether you spill something on it, or you know, you're just getting sweat or something like that. Let me give this a quick wipe there. And then this is really, again, very cool. Same thing, a little bit different. So if you do have something that's braceleted, you do have those little notches there. I'd say this is probably going to be better for, because of how thick this is and how tight these pockets are, at least you know, in initial use. You're gonna probably want to use something. Let me grab this beautiful knot, you know, I think it runs parallels, made in Japan, beautiful dress watch. Let me give it a quick little wipe so you guys can really appreciate kind of the level of fit and finish on here. Look at the hairline brushing, that black polish, or as many call it, Zaratsu polishing or Salas polishing there on the case. This is a really, really fine timepiece, but you don't know the name. It's just this kind of obscure Japanese brand. So these are made in Japan, and they're really fantastic. Check the channel history for the full review. But one cool thing is, so if you have something more dressy, you can slide that in, and yeah, it's going to take a little bit of breaking in, but essentially it's going to be, you know, still 4 watches, but now you're getting this extra pocket here for tools. So if you have like a little spring bar tool or something like that, you can stick it right in there, or maybe like an extra strap or whatever you want to carry in here. And it's going to be very, very nice. I mean, even if you just get down into the strap itself, I mean, look at just the level of execution, the details there, the uniformity of everything. It's really, really nice. And again, try to get a wide kind of color palette range here. You can see different colors, different materials, and this is really cool. This one is going to be more of kind of almost like a tri-fold here. You take it, you wrap around, and then you go through, and then bam. And again, this hasn't been heavily used yet, so it does have plenty of kind of breaking in to do. That is, it's a bit of a trade-off, right? You can have something that is ultimately going to be probably, I wouldn't say like flimsy, but ultimately it's, you know, this is something that you could probably mess up if you don't take care of it. Versus here, you don't take care of this, it's only gonna probably get more broken in, softer, and more beautiful. And that is, you know, something that you pay for with the advanced pricing, because this leather is going to pick up that patina, the oils, the little scrapes, the nicks, and it's gonna make this thing really come to life over time. So very cool from that standpoint. And then the last pieces we get to here, actually, you know what, let me make sure I do mention some other facts about this. So again, you get that Italian vegetable tanned butteroe leather, waterproof suede lining. You do have this great leather strap, and then the marine bronze buckle, also Italian, so very cool. And then you get the burnished edges, which is something a little bit different than what you've seen here. Right here, it has a definitely more finished edge to it. if you look right there. But it's still gorgeous. It's not hiding anything. It's just a different type of material, and I think it looks fantastic. And yeah, again, it's triple stitch pocket openings, so it's going to be very sturdy, and it's going to take a little time to break in. The last two are these two different bench mats. The main difference is going to be besides the color, is going to be the material. The top here is the sand color, which is going to be using that Italian vegetable tanned butter leather, and underneath it's going to be the navy color, which is using the full grain Napa leather. So here's $95 versus $130, and the main difference is going to be the thickness and the kind of pliability. Again, this is something that will need to be kind of worn in. I wouldn't say it needs to be. I think it's fantastic, kind of brand new. But as this develops patina and soaks in some oil and gets some character, it takes time, right? It's just like if you were to put on a pair of Jordan 1s, those, you can break those in, or you can buy some modern shoes that have thinner materials that will ultimately probably wear out faster because there is no break-in period. Here, my goodness, the suppleness, and then again, you can see the difference. And there's also more color here. You're getting the dark, the light. You're getting the dark, the light. You're getting the soft plush. You're getting that smooth and supple. Definitely much softer. Here, man, I'm looking forward to using this for a review, right? Look how good that looks. Just kind of sitting there. Check that out. Just ready for an Instagrammable moment there. So just as a little fun, maybe we throw that in there and then have no, that's a little blue on blue. We can throw that off to the side with this off to the side and keep those off to the side. And then let's see, what do I got that I can grab off to the side here? Let me look for some classic pens, nothing too crazy EDCable. Something that's going to be a little bit more on the classic side. Let's say we get here a little, oh, that's blue. Let's get a white one. All right, a little Swiss pen here, and then let's maybe throw a little pocket knife into the mix. Let's say this nice little Finch number. And look at that. You got yourself like a little EDC kind of layout work mat. You can have this on the kind of, if you have a larger desk, you can have your own little spot. And I adore that. I think that's awesome. You can just kind of lay things out, do your thing. And it's very cool. Like, it looks good. It makes it less effort. Similar to this channel, right? When I'm trying to record stuff, I really want to make it to where I'm not having to try super hard to record these, right? You make a format that works. You set yourself up by getting everything in place, and it just makes it easier, right? Say similar thing if you need to try to make content for your Instagram or something and you're trying to keep it going, set yourself up, get some cool looking stuff. There's a family resemblance, which I really enjoy about these products, is although they're all different, you can tell that there's a shared bloodline, right? Whether it be the materials, the color palettes, this stuff all comes together in a really unique way. So I really can appreciate that. But in terms of these pieces, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. For me, final thoughts: extremely high quality that you can feel, and I think leather aficionados will be really, really appreciative of these. If you're not huge into leather, then hey, thanks for watching, but I don't think these are going to be for you. And then in terms of final closing thoughts, no, these aren't the cheapest options, but they're far away from the most expensive. There are things that are so crazy expensive when it comes to watch accessories and leather accessories. The crazy thing is that these are within the realm of what should be really crazy. I mean, they could charge a lot more if they weren't just a 2-person show in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, and they were really going after building some huge, hefty brand, and really chasing to capitalize on your dollars. But in this case, hey, they reached out to a, kind of relatively small YouTube channel where they've seen a couple reviews of, to share their products with you guys. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll leave links to all this stuff. And yeah, let me know what you think. All right. Thanks, guys.